Quest protein chips. Should you? Shouldn't you? What about them? Are they good for me? Is it good for a diet? Let's get into the good, the bad, the ugly. My name is Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer. And as you know, a recovering selfless overachiever. And today in this video, I am going to discuss Quest protein chips and break it down for you. I want to start though with one thing. To determine if you should have Quest protein chips in your diet, I want you to answer three things. First of all, are you looking to include foods that have more of a produced in a lab range, or are you looking to have more whole foods? The first question would be that. If you're looking to have more whole foods, you're probably not going to get it from something that was made in a factory, truthfully, okay? I like to avoid the word processed because processed has this connotation that it's a processed food when all food is processed, okay? So first question you ask yourself, am I trying to use more whole foods? If you are, just nix the Quest protein chips right away. The second question is, are you getting enough protein in your day? If you don't know how much protein to get in your day, please feel free. Below this, there will be a video to protein, and or below this is a link to your personal digestion code where you can sit down one-to-one with me and get your actual protein amount, which varies every single day. So please feel free to grab those two resources. The third question I want you to ask yourself is, do I actually want to try them? I know it seems like a simple question, but sometimes we don't ask ourselves that. So my review of Quest protein chips. I personally like Quest protein chips. I don't have a problem with Quest protein chips. However, I want to review them from the standpoint that I would truthfully do from the label as a registered dietitian. So the first thing I always do is I typically go to the nutrition facts and the ingredients. The reason why I want to start with the ingredients is because I want the first ingredient in anything that calls itself protein to be protein. If it's anything other than protein, I'm probably not getting as much protein from my protein item as I believe it could be, okay? So protein being the first ingredient tells me that the biggest part of this is protein. So I like that protein is the first ingredient. Your first ingredient is the biggest amount of something in the product. So that's all I'm really going to do there because everything else on that label is probably going to be highly processed. That's a true thing. Like I said, this is made in a factory. And again, I don't really like the word processed, but made, man-made versus like I went out and I grabbed an apple and I washed my apple and I'm eating my apple. Okay. So I want you to be aware of that. Okay. The next thing I'm going to look at is that if I am doing a protein item, I want my protein item to at least be equal to 2 ounces of meat or animal protein or a protein source. So when we think of 1 ounce of meat, okay, we're thinking 7 grams of protein. This is great for me to do in terms of like other weights too, because they weigh and measure differently in other cultures. So below this video, if you don't use ounces of meat, please note I will have the conversions there for you, okay? Because I don't know them off the top of my head as well. So I'm going to make sure that my protein amount says 14 grams. Now I think this is backwards for you, but the protein in here is 19 grams. So that's perfect. There's 19 grams. There's over 14 grams in this serving. So I'm getting at least 2 servings of meat in one thing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check out the total grams of fat. I want to make sure that the fat in this product is 7 grams or less. Why? Because I'm really looking to have not a whole source of fat come from this. I'm looking for the protein. I'm not looking for the fat. I get enough fat throughout the rest of my day, so I don't want my protein item to have a lot of fat. And then the last thing I'm going to look at is total carbohydrates. Not for the purpose that I'm eliminating carbohydrates, but for the purpose of, do I need to add a carb to have a complete snack? Because carbs and protein make a complete snack. There is only 5 grams of total carbs in here, so this is not a complete snack. I would then need to take my Quest protein chips and add it to something with a carb, like a fruit of some sort. So I would eat Quest protein chips with a fruit to make it a whole snack, to make it healthy for me and fit into my diet. Questions or concerns? Comment below. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.